Hi, and thanks for joining me again. Uh, you know, I wanted to share something with you. I've been down to, as I explained before, to Mexico several times, and sometimes when you experience something in another country or even any time in your life, it may not be a life-changing experience, but whatever how you remember it to be at the time is I think part of reminiscent to what it meant to you. Anyway, I was in Los Barriles down in Mexico, and I was with a friend, and he had just had a house built down there. It took a couple of years, and we were putting some finishing touches on it, and so on and so forth. But I we were in a rental car. We were on our way to the airport. We were leaving that day, and he pulls over on the side of the road, and he says, "Come on over here and take a look at this." And I get out, and we're walking across the street to this not very big cinder block building, and the front door's open, and there's a line coming out the door. And as you got halfway across the street, you could smell the tortillas. And we go inside, and these five or six Mexican ladies in there, and they probably been doing this their whole life, and they had quite the assembly line working, and it was proficient, antiquated but proficient. And you'd tell the lady that was pounding them out how many you wanted, and the lady did that. She'd throw them on the open fire, and the other lady was flipping them over, back and forth on the fire with a coat hanger. And the other lady was bagging them, and the fourth or fifth lady was taking your money. And I left there, and it wasn't mesmerizing, but it was on the verge. And it was kind of just one of those things that you experience in your life at a time when you're enjoying yourself in a foreign country, Mexico. How much worse can it be? And so I just thought I'd share that with you, and I hope you enjoyed that. And thanks for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video.